Hey everybody, it's James with Tabletop Trysts again, and heading over to the coffee shop, get myself some lunch, get myself some coffee, of course. And I was just thinking on the way, for anybody who hasn't started playing D&D yet, but might be interested and starting to get a little intimidated by all the books and all the different dice and really just everything, because it's a lot, I've got some advice. Just start playing. That's it. You know, we always talk about all the books, we talk about all the dice, we talk about memorizing stats and optimizing everything. But really at the end of the day, what D&D is about, it's about the story, and the rules are just there to kind of help the story come along. So really, just start telling the story and you can figure it out as you go along. I'm a firm believer in experience learning versus just, I call it knowledge-based learning, where all you're doing is studying. Because you can read all the books, you can get all the stats, you can memorize everything. But then really when you're playing, what are you actually doing? Are you actually experiencing it, or are you just regurgitating what you've learned? If you're learning the rules kind of as you're going along and as you're playing the game, you're now experiencing it in real time. So you're getting that experience and that knowledge directly from actually playing and understanding the example. Hey, this is why there's this rule now. You get the experience firsthand. So as a new player, just make sure that you do that. Just make sure that, get the basics down, which really, at the end of the day, your basics are just creating your character. So just start creating your character. You'll learn the rules as you're going along. You'll actually learn, I would say 75%-ish of what you need to know to play D&D just by actually making the character. So just dive right in. That's my best advice for everybody, is dive right in. Get the player's handbook, of course, but don't read it cover to cover. Don't try to memorize the stat blocks. Don't try to figure it all out in one go. I'm a DM. I've been DMing now for, I want to say 4 years, I think. I'm still learning the rules. Don't let the rules, don't let the big book, don't let the multiple books, don't let the dice, all of that discourage you from just diving right in and playing the game. Because the other thing I want to mention, those books, they're just there to enhance the game. You don't actually need the books. Sorry, wizards, you don't need the books. You just need the basics. And when I'm talking about the basics, I just mean, like, literally, you just need to know, hey, you roll a d20 for pretty much every check that you do. And then after that, your character sheet will tell you what dice you're gonna need. So you're not gonna worry about it. Again, my advice for anybody who's just starting to get into D&D, who may be a little overwhelmed by everything that is going on, don't let it overwhelm you. It's a lot, yes. But at the end of the day, you don't need all of it right off the bat. Those extra things that are in place, those extra books, those extra dice, those extra rules, those extra everything, keep that in mind. They're extra, okay? They're just extra stuff for you when you're ready to get into. That's all I really wanted to impart on people, is just, if you want to play, just play. Don't worry and get hung up on everything. Don't worry about being wrong, too. That's the other thing I want to say. Don't worry about being wrong. As a DM, I am constantly getting the rules wrong. I'm constantly getting storylines mixed up. I'm constantly having these issues, and that's okay. Because at the end of the day, it's all about working on the story together, figuring out what's working, figuring out what's not, pivoting as you need to, and making it work. So again, if you're a new player or a new DM and you're feeling discouraged by everything that you have to do, everything that you have to learn, everything that you have to know, just remember, you don't have to learn, you don't have to know everything. You just have to know enough to grab that D20 and give it a roll. Thanks again for taking a little bit of time out of your day. If you're liking what you're seeing from Tabletop Trysts, just make sure to subscribe so that way you can get updated whenever we have anything going on. And thanks for sharing the secret with me.